Hi guys, if you are planning to plant your own ginger, don't worry, because in today's video I will show you how to transplant your ginger plant. After nesting them in your house and in the greenhouse, it's time to bring them out to plant them in your garden. So keep watching and you will see how I do transplant my ginger in my garden. These are the ginger growing in the greenhouse. They are really big enough to transplant them to. So I have to transplant all this. Look at them. I have about 5 pots right here to transplant. And I will show you how to transplant this. This is one of the ginger pot I kept inside the house, close to this window, and they have grown enough to be transplanted. And here are the other two that I kept in the salon. I have this one and that small part by the window in my salon where I braid. They also grown, so I want to transplant all of them today. These are the ginger plant I got from the greenhouse, and I had about 5 pots. I already planted some of them, and this one is the pot that I saved in the house. And this pot I already planted them, is one of the pot I saved in the house. So I want to show you how you can get your ginger plant from the whole ginger and plant it. I've already prepared some bed that I want to plant this ginger on. So like this one, when you getting the plant out, they already have roots and they are together, so you have to hold this slowly. Like this one, I still have some plant that will come out, but right now it has one big plant. I have this one too. You can see they are together, so you have to slowly get the soil separated like this. And it doesn't matter if some of the roots have to you have to separate the root. So you just have to break this. When you break the ginger from the whole ginger from the plant, then you have the ginger that is ready to plant. So this is one plant, this is another plant. And with those, they are already, because I left them for a long time, I supposed to plant these maybe last month, but I couldn't get time. We are in June now, so I want to plant them today, and they already having another plant. So this is how the ginger grew. It has the one plant here, and it's making another one, it's making another one at the bottom right here. So it keep doing that, then the ginger will be growing big. That's how you get a big ginger like this. So I will plant those today. I have to get all of this. So if you want to plant your ginger, don't plant the whole ginger like this. Nest it and get those separated from the big ginger and plant them. And what I like about this method is that after you get these ones from the big ginger, you can still save this ginger and use it in your house, like whatever you want to use it for. But if you don't want to use it, you can still put them back into the soil. Just take the soil and put them back, and then they will grow because it has some ginger plant right here coming up. So it's either you want to plant it again to get more ginger, or you can use this as a whole ginger to cook, to do your drink, whatever you want to use it for. So by planting this whole ginger for like some months, you just can plant this and you still can use this one. That's why I like this method. But what I'm going to do today, after planting those ones, I'll still plant this one because I don't want to save them here. It would take a long time for me to get a big plant like this, so I'll plant this right away in my garden and leave them there. So if they can grow something for me, that's okay. And whenever I have many of these, whenever I need one to use in my house, I'll just go and grab one from my garden. They will be still there for me to use. So these ginger plants are ready to be transplanted into the garden. So let's go plant them now. So this is where I want to plant the ginger, and make sure you clear the bed because you don't need those pieces of wood in the soil that you want to plant the ginger, especially where the roots will grow. You don't need any wood like this in there. So I want to have 4 plants line up over here, 3 and 3 additional 3, like 12 plants on this bed. And when you planting the ginger, you have to give it a little bit space around it because the ginger, as they grow, like this one is coming out here, so they will have another one, like about 5 plants like this growing on the same ginger plant. So if you don't give it space from the bed, the wood, then when it's stuck on the wood, it can't grow anymore. So you have to give the space around it that it can grow. As they grow bigger, then the plants keep growing, they keep making new plants. So you have the roots right here. So this is how you do it. You dig your hole in the soil, a little bit deeper, not too deep. Then make sure you plant your ginger all the way, cover the soil all the way up here. Not you have to cover the roots, but you have to cover a little bit of the plant, the stem. So this is how I do it. Just put it in there and put soil on it. That's all. I want to have 3 plants here, as I said, so I dig another hole right here. And on this bed, I already put some of my homemade compost on it, so they will help the ginger to grow faster. And I have some cow manure on it too. So make sure you put some manure and a compost on your bed before you plant. And if you forget to put some before planting, that's okay. You can still put some around the plant as they grow, and they will still grow big. So I have 3 plants here, and I'm gonna plant more over here the same way. And don't forget to put water on your plants after you transplant them, because they have to stay overnight. Then in the morning you can put water on them. If you forget to put water on them in the morning, then they still have water to use for the next night. You have to try ginger. If you decide to plant ginger, that's a good decision, because ginger grow fast and they are not that hard to grow. So if you are trying to plant ginger, that's okay. And I like planting ginger because they don't have insect problem. When you plant ginger, since I started planting them, I haven't seen any insect on the ginger plant. When I plant them, I just water them and they keep growing, so I harvest them. So I don't have that problem with insects. That's why I love planting ginger, and the animals don't eat it too. So like potato, the animals will dig it out and eat it, but with ginger they can't do that. So I like planting ginger. They are safe. So don't forget to try one. It doesn't matter where you are, you can try it. I don't have enough summer time to grow ginger for the whole year, but I try my best to grow them inside for some months before bringing them out here, so that they can be matured before the winter coming. So just try. Anywhere in Africa, like anywhere, you can plant ginger. You can plant ginger in a pot. Yes, it's possible. You plant ginger, you can plant ginger in a pot. What you have to do is to separate them when they grow up like this. Just separate them as I did, and you can plant 1 ginger in a pot if the pot is not too big. If your pot is big, you can plant about 2 or 3 ginger in the same pot, and they will do well. So if you don't have a backyard garden like this, you can do them in a pot. All right, we are done with this bed, and I have about 3 ginger left, so I can put them on this bed too. And the worms are jumping on the bed, yeah, because I have some manure in the soil, so the worms are busy eating that. I'm done with those right now. So this is how you plant your ginger. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless you all. You will see me in my next video, but don't forget to subscribe if this is your first time watching my video.